Assalamu alaikum. Hi, Oracle, Reiki spiritual healer. And, I've always been particular about certain things. And I was having this idea that I wanted to share with you guys that, I never wanted to own just a home. If I couldn't own the land, then I don't want to just, have somewhere that I live in and I have to keep paying money out for, the property that I already bought. So, those are my thoughts on that. And one of the reasons for that is because I like to grow my own food. I like to know where my food is coming from. And a lot of the reasons why we are having a lot of problems with obesity in our society, in the black community, in the black and brown community, is because there are things that are being added to our food. So anytime that you have, genetically modified food that and additives added to your food, then you do not know how that is going to cause your body to react, especially when the body is supposed to have, natural food. And this is what we are supposed to feed ourselves, the nutrients that we are supposed to get. So when you have these people who are genetically modifying food, who are scientifically enhancing food, these are not real, nutrients. These are not real food that we're eating. And many times it is the cause of the cancers. Many times it is the cause of the obesity. Many times it is the cause of hormone problems, vitamin deficiencies. And so therefore, when you're eating anything that is false, that is not made from the earth, then you are eating a spell into your system. So let us make sure that we're understanding. It's one thing to reproduce a plant and it's grown out the earth. Okay, I'm not going to say anything about that because it's grown out the earth. It has to pick up the rain and the nutrients from the soil that only God can give it. Okay, so while we are understanding what we're eating, and it wasn't until I decided to start looking at the packaging that I was able to not only lose weight, but to control my weight. I started looking at genetically modified monodiglycerides. All of these, GMOs that are in there, things that keep your food from spoiling. You should not have food in your pantry that never goes spoiled. Okay. So I was looking at a TikTok the other day where the lady says that, she bought some bread from a grocery store and it started to mold. She hadn't seen bread mold in such a long time. We want to make sure we know what is in our foods, and let's go to a different level, because when you're eating these false foods, again, you're going to have medical problems from these false foods, because it is a spell, a signature spell from the entity that is being sent out to your body to genetically modify your body. So we want to eat things that are natural. We want to eat things that are pure. We want to eat things that are, caught in the wild. We want to make sure that they are living in conditions that are, conducive for the animal to survive. You don't want to eat an animal that has been, packed in with thousands of other animals. So, you don't want to eat something that they just decided to make a couple of years ago, like tilapia. So, we want to make sure that we are understanding this negative frequency that is being sent out from these manufacturers who are producing our food genetically. We want to make sure that we understand that it is a spell, it is a hex and a curse. We are eating black matter into our souls when we are eating these types of foods. And we are not checking out how they were made or produced, looking at the packaging and knowing what's in them. You also want to stop eating from fast foods. And like I say, I used to be a manager, a fast food manager. And a lot of the food that they have sent out and shipped to the different kinds of fast food restaurants, it is not healthy for you. It has a lot of, pork added to it, the grease. It has a lot of genetic added products to the food. And again, it is very harmful for your body. So we have this understanding that when we are eating things into our soul that is not natural, then we are going to become, sick. There are people that I know that only want, genetically modified food. They don't want to eat real natural food. So when you are become addicted to this type of food, that they are trying to push on people because it's cheaper, because, they don't want to, they don't want to feed everybody with the same way that they grow the food. We have to understand that when they ship these types of products into poor communities, into black and brown communities, then it is a spell that you are eating into your body, into your soul. And it is indeed just like any spell that is sent out from a narcissist, that is sent out from a demonic person or a toxic person in your life. It is sent out with the intentions to harm you. So a lot of people do not understand that this is a spell. The food that you're eating, that they have created, that it is false, that is harmful to the body, is harmful to the children, is harmful to the animals, it's also harmful to the environment. Because if you see the way that some of these animals are raised, if you see the way that some of these people do the vegetables and the crops that have been, given this, signature to duplicate at a rapid rate for, the grains and the vegetables, stripping the germ out of the wheat or the flour. If you see the way that they have treated these crops, you would not want to eat it. So I wanted to give you this message because we're in that time of year where we're eating out, we're eating at family's house, and a lot of things have been, structured in laboratories. And it's absolutely a spell and a curse upon your body to put something in your body that is false, that has been created for your harm, for, your detriment. We have to stay on top of these things. We have to stay on what they're putting in our food, what they're putting in our water, what they're putting in our bodies. We have forever chemicals that will stay in our body as well. And it will stay in the animal's body. It will stay in the ground. So we have to know what is going on with our food. And we try to, make our own food and make sure that our families are healthy and safe from these types of spells and curses sent out from the government narcissists. in order to make sure that we have a clarity that we can see what's going on around us 360 degrees, that we know what they're doing, that we know that they are, intending on harming certain ones among us. So I hope that you receive this message. Please like, share, and subscribe to me over all of my platforms. You can reach out to me and book your one-on-one sessions, book your life coaching sessions, so that we can cleanse any kind of negative energy out of your gut, out of your stomach, any kind of negative energy that has been sent to you as a spell or a hex with your food. So please, you can leave a comment for me. You can also donate to my channel. Like, share, and subscribe to me. I'm High Oracle, Reiki Spiritual Healer. Assalamu alaikum.